This is Matchday Runorder, powered by Techno Mobile here on ESPN Cricket Info with me, Jason Dacey. We've just seen the Mumbai Indians keep alive their finals hopes with a pretty comfortable in the end victory over Kings 11 Punjab with an over to spare by 6 wickets. So they have won their third match in the tournament and they move up to 5th place on the table. Punjab now in 4th, joined by Deep Dasgupta and also Sean Tate. We were a bit worried about Mumbai's run chase, Deep, but in the end they put the gas on right at the right time.
Yeah, I mean, they overcomplicated things, didn't they? I mean, sending someone like Rohit at 5 and then, starting off in the first 6, they got 39. I don't know, I mean, very weird actually this whole game, how it panned out. But in the end, I mean, they just showed, I mean, in the end, Krunal and Rohit showed how good this pitch is for batting.
Yeah, we saw a 20-run over. I think it was the 18th there, Tatey. But the bowling was good for a while, but then they seemed to lose the plot in the death overs.
Yeah, well, they certainly had them tied up there for a good chunk of that innings, and I think most people, even at home, would be thinking, it's going to be tough for Mumbai this. And we always thought, okay, in one part of us always thought, if someone gets going, okay, on this ground they can get these runs, and they got them easily in the end. But yeah, I think Kings 11 just, towards the end there, just let things go completely. And obviously, when guys like Rohit and Krunal are hitting the ball so well, it is tough as well.
And that partnership was just something special, wasn't it? And Krunal with that 31 in 12, that just changed the game.
Oh, absolutely, yes. I mean, before that, before these two guys came in, it was looking a little difficult. I mean, looking at, 13, 14 runs and over, which is still possible in this format. But yeah, I mean, it obviously needed a knock like Krunal's and Rohit's as well to get them through, because it was looking difficult, to be very honest. But also, I mean, maybe Ashwin got it a little wrong. Someone like Stoinis bowling the 18th, when you could have bowled an over from Aksar in the middle somewhere.
I had one over, I think.
Yeah. So he just ended up bowling that one over. I know he went for a few runs, but then you rather have Aksar bowling another over in the middle and avoid that Stoinis 18th over. I know, I mean, on the hindsight is always perfect, but yeah, just maybe.
And Stoinis had a bit of a shocker in the field as well, and we know he's a good fieldsman, and we see that in Australia. So
good cricketer.
He's a good cricketer, but it's one of these nights, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he's good. He got his runs. Yeah, okay, he missed a couple in the field, but with the ball, he looked all right until that last over he bowled. But I think the last over was almost, it looked like a guy that hadn't played, which he hasn't. Coming in cold turkey, basically from sitting on the bench and having to bowl a very important over, just didn't, just sort of lobbed a couple up there. Wasn't really convincing. But again, it is difficult when you're bowling to some guys that are hitting the ball well like that.
And those 2 sixes from Rohit against Mujib, they were key.
That's his class. Yeah. That's his class. Mujib, who is so difficult to kind of hit him out of the park, and he hit 2 sixes, and both of them were very orthodox, good cricketing shots, and that's my point. And why would you play Rohit at 5 and not at the 5th? I think it was 5 point. This is the 6th over when the first wicket fell of even Lewis, and we were all expecting, at least I was expecting Rohit to come out then. Was like a little weird why he wouldn't be coming out then.
And how much has the small stadium there in Indore, do you think, helped Mumbai Indians, knowing that they always had the chance to hit some runs right at the end?
Well, that's probably what Rohit was sort of thinking. He was probably sitting there going, you know what, this ground, we can get these in the last few overs. He can come in towards the end and confidently get the runs, but it could have gone pear-shaped, but it didn't. But yeah, I think there's a couple of guys there that played some pretty, okay innings, but not great slow innings. That probably got saved there with a victory. Because if they'd lost that game, they would have looked really. There would have been some criticism. The bosses wouldn't have been too happy with Mumbai, but in fact it's gone the complete opposite way, and a win's a win at the end of the day.
Yeah, we heard Ashwin talking about the week's break, and he thought that it energised them, but they weren't at their best, were they, Kings 11 Punjab?
No, they weren't. I mean, we discussed about them being 15-odd runs short, batting first, and that end of the day, I think, costed them the game as well. I mean, it wasn't a 174 what they got, it was 10-15 runs more than that. And end of the day, that's what it costed, and a few missed fieldings as well.
Yeah, and it probably goes back to a little bit of that fiddly batting order. A little bit. You can probably, if you're going to be critical, you can probably go back and have a look at that. Sort of
the middle order didn't really perform, did it?
Yeah, a little bit,
Yeah, and Yuvraj would look back with some disappointment on this game.
Yeah, I mean, we discussed this in the mid-show as well, that left-right combination. Again, I understand T20 is an evolving format. You still don't know what works, what doesn't. But then there is always this danger of really overcomplicating things with all these stats coming at you, numbers coming at you, your, massive backroom staff that you have as well, so many ideas coming at you. So there is always this danger of, keeping things, complicating things.
I mean, it's been a torrid tournament for Mumbai Indians. Have they turned the corner now, do you think, Teddy?
Well, they've just slipped into 5th place now.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's a lot of people, a lot of guys around the same mark.
They've done it before, haven't they?
Yeah, they do this, and to be honest, a few of us have probably written them off, but you never know. Like a win like this, I talked earlier about their swag. A swagger, sorry, and it's probably going to come back now with a confident win like this. These guys, you never know what sort of momentum they're going to pick up.
Yeah, we get confirmation of that. 3 wins from 9 matches, 6 defeats.
True.
Of course.
And the net run rate as well, it was almost
Positive now.
-1 actually before this game. So winning by 6 wickets and also 7 balls to spare kind of helped not just getting those 2 points, but also moving up in the net run rate as well.
Yeah, and what about their import players overall tonight, Teddy? How do you think they performed?
Yeah, they were okay. McClenaghan, okay, he bowled alright. Obviously, Cutting didn't. He bowled some reasonable overs in there, but obviously didn't get a hit and do many. So, I think the impact that they're having, to be honest, you may as well get. They've got to look at a guy like the Fizzer, Mr. Fizzer, to get him back in and strengthen up that lineup even more so. So that'll be interesting to see what lineup they go with next time.
You spoke about turning a corner. My point here is they got out of a jail this game, right? And I don't think this strategy would work. Someone like Rohit batting at 5 and leaving the game for the last 2-3 overs and requiring 15 and over and all that. So I mean, they've got to look into that again. Even though they've won it, they won it in the end rather comfortably with 7 balls to go and 6 wickets in hand. But they still need to look at the strategy.
All right, time now to tell you about the Tata Nexon best striker of the match, and not surprisingly, it's Krunal Pandya after his 31 in 12 balls. That's a strike rate of 258.33, 4 fours and 2 sixes. And this is an innings that really sparked the night there in Indore, didn't it, Teddy?
Yeah, I mean, that's the sort of guy we talk about, swagger. He's one of those guys that's got a little bit of it. But that's the thing, they play with confidence. When it comes off, this team might just pick up this momentum and run with it. But that'll be if they happen to slip into the 4, that'll be innings that will be reflected on a lot, I think. That's a good knock there.
It's a funny kind of game, isn't it? Could it easily have fallen apart for them? We could be talking about a Kings 11 Punjab victory, but just switched there with about 5 overs to go.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that innings and his partnership with Rohit, I mean, that partnership was so crucial. And also, not to forget the bowlers, what they did in the first innings. Someone like Bumrah, just 19 of his 4, and the others as well. I mean, apart from that last over, I mean, all the bowlers really did their job very well, and I think I mean, they should be all right with the bowling side, but the batting, I mean, obviously you've got someone like Surya got a 50, but do you really want him to play that kind of enough?
Best 50,
funny thing is, we've just seen he's just got man of the match as well, Surya Kumar. So yeah, I mean, you see the score, it's like it's a good score or whatever, but I just think at the time it's like, I'm not sure if that was a great knock at the time of in this game, but he's man of the match.
But Jasprit Bumrah's spell, talk about what he did to tie up the batsman. I think 1 for 19 and 4.
We spoke about it earlier about his IPO, and he's done pretty well, but he's maybe not the Bumrah we know. But I reckon that was him tonight. He was back, so that had a lot to do with the performance of the team.
Good for India too, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you want them to, now that the business end of the tournament's coming up, you want your top Indian guys to start performing and get into form as well.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks very much to Deep. Thank you very much to Sean. Congratulations to the Mumbai Indians who got the victory in Indore, and they're still alive in IPL 2018.